Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be filming a dedicated video to a house in fragrance. So I'm going to get into all of the fragrances that I have tried from this house, the ones that I love, the ones that I didn't like. I'm going to be ranking them. So that house is going to be one that has been talked about a lot lately, that has been coming out with very nice body mist, really good perfumes, and that is Phlur. So I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the entire line. There are some that I have not tried yet, so I will leave those for last, let you guys know what I haven't tried, but I have tried a good amount of them, so I figured I would put all of them into one video. So if you are interested in my thoughts on the Phlur line as a whole, just keep on watching. Falling in love with who I am. I'm super duper excited to get into all of the Phlur fragrances that I have tried. They are just releasing fragrance after fragrance, and I just wanted to kind of do like a dedicated video on the ones that I have tried. So for today's video, it's just going to be like an overall summary. I'm not going to give you super detailed reviews on the fragrances because I would be here for like 3,000 years because there are quite a few fragrances I'm going to mention, but I'm going to give you kind of like a quick summary, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. Before I begin, I wanted to make sure that I reminded you guys that these are just my opinions on these fragrances. If there is a fragrance that I don't enjoy, that does not make the fragrance bad. We all have different tastes, different preferences, so I'm going to be giving this review based strictly off of my opinion. Just keeps it very real and honest. If I was to love every single one of this house's fragrances, first of all, I would be the biggest liar because I don't think that there's one person in this world who likes every single scent. All right, so with that said, let's get right into the fragrances. So I am going to start off with the ones that I didn't like, the ones that just were not for me, and I'll let you guys know why. And then I will start working myself up to the ones that are my absolute favorites and the ones that I recommend from the line. So coming in last place, this is the one that I enjoyed the least, and I'm going to explain why. Because the first reaction when I first tried it, I really loved it, but then as it started to settle into my skin, maybe it just didn't mix with my skin that good, but that is Strawberry Letter. So I did purchase a travel size when that fragrance was released. If you would like to see any actual reviews on these fragrances, I have reviews for most of them. I will try, if I have time and I remember, to put the links in the description box to each individual review if you're curious. But Strawberry Letter, I was very excited for it because it was a strawberry perfume. The main accords sounded really good, even though there is one in there that ended up being the most prominent to me. So the notes for this fragrance are top notes strawberry, plum, and cassis. The middle notes are red poppy, apple blossom, and lily, and the base notes are earthy notes, sugar, amber, and tonka bean. So when I first tried Strawberry Letter, the first thing I thought was, this is a very juicy, sweet strawberry that actually smells like strawberries. It wasn't too synthetic, it wasn't candy-like, it smelled like strawberry and very bright and really juicy and nice. So I really like that. Now this fragrance already has something in it that I'm not a fan of, and that is the plum note. I don't think I picked it up that much when I first sprayed the fragrance. When you first spray a perfume, you don't really know it yet, so your first impression might not be what you smell later on. So that's kind of what happened with this one. The more I started to try it, I noticed that this strawberry scent is nice if you're looking for a more grown strawberry, like a sexy strawberry, not one that smells like a body mist, not a super juvenile strawberry. But those earthy notes did start to come through really strong on me, and it started to smell kind of like earthy, dirty type of scent mixed in with that strawberry, and I just was not a fan. So I got rid of my travel size, and that is just one that does not work for me. But a lot of people really love it, and it is described as a more grown and sexy strawberry perfume. Next up, we have Solar Power, and I also got a travel size of this fragrance, and this fragrance kind of reminds me of Nenuco, which I've talked about a lot. It's a body splash that pretty much every Hispanic parent, or not, I don't know, I know in Puerto Rico it's really popular, and the last time I talked about it, there was so many different places and countries that love that as well, so I was really shocked. But that was the scent of pretty much my life. That's kind of what started started it all pretty much because I was a 4-year-old splashing on Nenuko. And this perfume reminds me of that. So you would think that it would be like an automatic love and obsession, but I really struggle with neroli. And most of the time I'll find a fragrance that smells good, and over time the neroli will just make me hate it because it's a note that I get tired of it. I can't have it on me for an entire day. So this fragrance has notes of blood, mandarin, bergamot, and jasmine. The middle notes are orange, blossom, and neroli, and the base notes are solar notes, sea salt, musk, and driftwood. And the scent smells really nice. It's kind of like an airy scent, almost like if you're walking next to the beach on like a breezy day. The name Solar Power is perfect for it because it's kind of bright, but it also has a little bit of like a warmth to it from what I remember. Unfortunately for me, the staying power for Solar Power was just not there. It was not long lasting on me, and I didn't feel like it stood out enough for me to get a full size of it, and I ended up gifting the travel size to my mom. She really liked that one in the travel size. That one unfortunately was a no for me, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. There's nothing that put me off about the perfume. It just wasn't a favorite. That's pretty much it with that one. Next one is one that was raved about a lot on TikTok, and I saw it on a few YouTube videos, and it is Mood Ring. So again, purchased the travel size. I gave my reviews and my first impression. The marketing around that one, it showed the perfume bottle surrounded by gummy bears and gummy candies. When you first spray this perfume, yes, you will think, or at least me, I did think about gummy bears and gummy candies, but there is patchouli in this perfume. I know for many, patchouli makes a perfume sexy, longer lasting, so it's kind of a positive. So if you do love patchouli, you would probably really enjoy this perfume. It's to me a more happy, everyday, casual type of perfume. It's definitely fruity for sure. There is fruits in there. There's pitaya, orange in the opening. Then you have the middle notes, jasmine, sambac, orange blossom, and marigold. And the base is musk, patchouli, and amber. And that mix of fruits mixed with patchouli has never really been a favorite for me. Kind of makes me think of Serjoff Herba Pura, I think it is, that so many different perfumes kind of dupe that same scent DNA. I wouldn't say that this is a dupe for that, but it's just, it puts me in that mentality of fruit mixed with patchouli. So if you don't like that, then you will not enjoy this fragrance. It's not a horrible amount. I feel like it's one that I can easily wear. It's just not me. Next up, this might be a little bit of a shocker, but this is not a favorite for me. I already uploaded the haul where I got these and my first impressions, and they are just not working for me, unfortunately. So we're going to start off with Coconut Skin, which is a body mist. This is pretty low in the ranking just because there's something in here that I just cannot. It just makes me think kind of like a plasticky scent mixed in with a pool day, mixed in with a super strong like coconut scented sunscreen or something. I can't with this one. And I am a coconut lover. I love coconut. Coconut is one of my favorite notes in perfumes. And this, I'm not even going to spray it because the times that I've sprayed these are pretty good quality body mist. I will say that. It's one of the most long-lasting body mists that I have tried from all of the different body mists that have been coming out, but this is not for me. This one didn't work for me, but then I also have Way St. Bart, and they're very similar. What changes in these two is that this is a nutty coconut and this is more of a juicy fruit. The vibe and the scent is very, very similar, and I prefer the one from Way so much better. This just, I don't know what it is in here that is causing it to smell that way. This has coconut, it has palm leaf, there's caramel, sorbet, tiare flower, jasmine sambac, frangipani, sandalwood, and amber. Now I have noticed that I am a little picky with frangipani and with tiare flower. I prefer ylang ylang when it comes to those more like beachy floral scents, and the sandalwood mixed with the coconut, it is just a little too cloying for me, and I'm definitely going to be selling this one very soon on my Mercari because I cannot make this one work for me. Followed by another one that I don't know if to keep it and just wait until fall time to see if it works for me, but this right here for some reason did not work on my skin, and this one is Caramel Skin. So both of these latest releases for some reason didn't work for me. I do have heavy cream on the way. I ordered it, so hopefully that one's a little bit better for me. But the caramel skin, you guys, there is this really yummy scent in here that reminds me of Cheirosa 71, but I think I might as well keep that one and keep using that one when I want like that super sweet caramel gourmand cookies dessert, that type of very thick gourmand scent. 71 works perfect for me. This, Dios mío, when I tell you that there was something in here that smelled like stinky feet, I don't know what it is. Full, if you know what that means, and if you don't, you're gonna learn it on my channel. Full to a Puerto Rican means it stinks real bad. There, I don't know if it's, maybe I'm gonna read the notes because I kind of know where this is coming from. The top notes are caramel and bergamot. No problem there. But the middle notes are caramel, milk, and vanilla bean. And the base notes are brown sugar, sandalwood, and musk. Sandalwood can sometimes get so cloying that it kind of like makes my stomach turn. I don't like it. So I was thinking maybe it was the sandalwood. But I think what's happening is the milk note in here is smelling sour and like spoiled. And that's what's giving it el full. I don't know if to keep it, and then maybe it's because it's too hot outside. It's not really time for this yet, so maybe I should wait a little bit with this one. This one might be leaving my collection too because I just can't make them work. I don't know. I'm not getting like the delicious gourmand side of it because when I feel like I'm gonna get that, I get that like stinky feet, spoiled milk type of smell. And I'm sure that is just my nose, maybe it mixing with my skin because I've been seeing amazing reviews on caramel skin. It just didn't work for me. Next up in body mist, I tried out the Moonstone body mist. I did sell that one. That one was much better. So we're kind of like starting to go up in the rating and how I feel about them. Moonstone for me is very fruity, but it's mixed in with florals. It kind of gives more of like an evening body mist vibe. It's really nice. There's nothing wrong with it. I just knew that I wasn't going to reach for that one as much, but that one is really nice, and it has top notes of blackcurrant, green apple, and pineapple, which is where it gives you kind of like a fruity opening. And then in the mid, there's jasmine, mandarin orange, lemon zest, and geranium. And the base notes are amber, sandalwood, and vanilla. So this one's nothing wrong with it. I just didn't feel like it stood out enough for me to want to keep it in my collection. But if you like a more fruity floral, definitely check that one out. If you're that type of girl that likes Si Passione, which I really love, and those types of fruity florals where the florals are not too harsh, you would really enjoy that one. I'm not a jasmine girl, but the jasmine in Moonstone is not bad at all. It doesn't turn animalic. It doesn't get on my nerves. I just knew I wasn't gonna reach for it as much, so I sold that one. Moving up, I have a sample here of Missing Person. I've never had a full size of Missing Person. I do remember trying it out when everyone was kind of like freaking out about it, saying that it was like smelling a loved one or like your man or something. It was like very different descriptions for this perfume, but I have a sample, and I remember when I first tried it, I was just like, why is everyone going crazy over this perfume? I don't really smell anything special about it. I did have this sample, and the other day I sprayed it on myself and I started to like it much more than when I first smelled it. I'm definitely going to be adding Missing Person to my collection. It's so weird because the first time I smelled it, I was just so underwhelmed. Like, why is everyone raving about this? But I have been loving second skin type of scents, a little musky, and I've been kind of like really enjoying that category of perfumes, and this falls right into that. It's just like a warm, musky second skin scent. It makes me think of when you're hugging someone that you love. So yes, that description is right that a lot of people were saying. It just makes you think of being really close to someone that you love. Like that's that skin scent, but it smells so good. Much better now than when I first tried it. So the notes in here are top notes of musk, bergamot, and jasmine. Middle notes are neroli, which I don't even smell neroli in here. That is really crazy. That's awesome because I don't really like neroli too much if it's too strong. There's also cyclamen, orange blossom, white musk, Australian sandalwood, and white wood. So there's also that woody touch to it, which is in a lot of those second skin type of perfumes. So So I actually get the hype now, and this is one that is going to be joining my collection very, very soon. So next up, these two are my top two from the entire line, and then I will go ahead and mention the ones that I haven't tried. And if you have tried those, let me know which ones are worth looking into, which ones you really like. This was hard because it was really hard to choose my number one spot, because I think I like these just as much. So we're going to keep that in mind, that these both are just as good. They just have different scents. So I really, really love the Vanilla Skin scent. I have it in the body mist, which was released first, and I did get this one right when it was released, I believe at the beginning of the year. It has a little bit of a dent going on. I'm not sure if it's because it's been sitting in my collection for longer, but I do get a little bit more of the sugary sweetness that is in here. And the Vanilla Skin perfume smells just as good, but I would replace the sugary sweetness with woodiness. So it is a little bit drier smelling right now. Definitely a sexy vanilla. If you like bare vanilla from Victoria's Secret, this is the perfume for you. Long lasting on me. The fragrance mist lasts great as well. They perform so good. I have no bad things to say about Vanilla Skin. I have a feeling once this one sits longer, it will probably get just as sweet as the body mist, because right now I definitely do pick up more of the woodiness in here, but it's still so good. It's like a woody vanilla with like a sugariness in there. There's also an apple note in here that's very unique, but it really makes the scent smell really, really nice. And if you're a vanilla person, this is a must-have in my opinion. So the top notes for Vanilla Skin are sugar, pink pepper, and apple. Middle notes are cashmere wood, jasmine, and lily. Base notes are vanilla, agar wood, sandalwood, and benzoin. So if you lean more towards vanilla, more woody scents, sexy, not a cupcake gourmand vanilla, it's not that type. It's definitely more like vanilla extract, brown sugar, woody, that type of vibe is what's in here. And it's so good for me. This is like 20 out of 10 for me. First place, even though Vanilla Skin is also worthy of being first place, but here we have Father Figure, and this perfume was also one that kind of just grew on me. So when I first smelled it, I was like, it's nice, I liked it, I gave it a good review, but it wasn't something that I was super duper obsessed with until I knew that I needed the full size once I went through my travel size. So here they are next to each other. I really like the bottles as well. They feel really nice and weighted. The cap is weighted and it's magnetic. Really nice packaging. So Father Figure is very different from Vanilla Skin. This one is more comforting. Again, second skin. Almost, it's more similar to Missing Person. That type of vibe where it's airy, it's light, it's very comforting and relaxing. It's more of a unisex fragrance to me. I feel like a man and a woman can wear this and it's just relaxing. It's comforting. It makes you feel peaceful. It's smooth. It's airy. It's definitely a little powdery, but it's not super powdery. It's not mature. It's just the right amount, along with like musky and a little woody. The fig in there gives it a little different scent, but it's not super duper fruity or anything like that. I don't get that with this. I get more of a powdery, woody, second skin, musky scent, and the fig just adds a little fruitiness in there, but not in an obvious way. So the notes for this one are fig, water lily, cassis. Middle notes are iris, forest root, and jasmine. And the base is musk, sandalwood, Madagascar vanilla, and patchouli leaf. And again, the patchouli in here, not dirty, not overdone. It's not too much. It's the perfect amount. And I really, really love them. And you can also pair it with the body mist for the ones that have a body mist to make it last even longer. Overall, I feel like Phlur is a house where the fragrances can be worn almost year round. You can wear them to a lot of different places because they don't feel super duper niche or too complex. They're more just scents that smell good, no matter where you're wearing them, what you're doing. So I'm really, really loving Phlur as a whole. So I have not tried Not Your Baby. I haven't tried that one. I haven't tried Somebody Would, but I do think I have a sample somewhere, so I have to try that one. I did try Floria one time at Sephora and it was not bad, but it also wasn't one that I felt the urge to try. There's also Apricot Privé that I haven't tried, Lost Cause, and then for the body mist, I have not tried Amber Haze or Dragon Fruit, or there's another one called Mango something. I forgot the name of it, but those I have not tried yet. Let me know if you have tried those, what they smell like to you, if you think I would enjoy them. But let me know which ones are your favorite from the Phlur line. What is your favorite scent overall? Which one didn't work for you? Can't wait to chat with you in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Words have the power to empower or destroy me now. I'm looking in the inside now, claiming what I lost and found. I'm on this journey, returning to the